Guys, welcome back. I am SPPC Gaming, and this video isn't actually got a background for gaming videos or anything like that. Just doing this video, it's going to be quick, and it's called, and you probably guessed by the title, it's called the top 3 dumbest gaming videos ever made. Top 3 dumbest titles of gaming videos ever made. And when I was doing the research for them, two of them I've never heard of, and 2 of them actually made me laugh. But I'm going to start with the most recent one, then into the other 2 that made me laugh and made me think, what the fuck were they thinking, or what the hell were they on? So the first one was made for the Nintendo DS 2005 and made by the developers of Cyhas Daewon Media, and why, well, you kind of guess. They are South Korean developers, gaming developers, and they created this kind of game for the Nintendo DS in 2005, which quickly got took off of the shelves because of the title. However, though, they renamed that title to Touch Dictionary. And if you know what I'm on about, if you ever had a Nintendo DS, the Touch Dictionary was good. But maybe some of you may not know that the title, which would be here, the first title for Touch Dictionary was Touch Stick. Yes, I understand Touch Stick was not probably thingy, but they missed out the K. Even though if you got a dirty mind like I did when I first read up about this game, it's fine. So South Korea thought it'd be good to create this dictionary type of game to help players for the Nintendo DS to learn how to read and what adverbs, pronouns, nouns and stuff, or meanings were for a certain word. Maybe they should have put some considerations in for the first title, which was Touch Dick. And let's put it that way. Mind you, the second game I'm on about was actually made by the developer Activision, and it was actually made for the consoles such as Commodore 64, DOS and Sega Mega Drive 1989. And this game is called Touch of the Fat Man. Yeah, maybe, no, Tongue of the Fat Man, sorry. Not Touch of the Fat Man. I was thinking Touch the Fat Man, you know. Touch it. Tongue of the Fat Man. That's what it is. And the game was actually developed with the design of actually, once you get into the game, you can choose an alien of any of your choices to fight your way through all the bad guys to actually get to the Fat Man. If you think about it, such as like, any of the games like Resident Evil, you have to face certain little, bosses before you can get to the big one. I'm guessing this is what this old Tongue of the Fat Man was all about. You have to fight these bad guys to get to the big boss. And the big boss was a fat man, of course. And it didn't really do well, to my understanding and my research. It did not do really well. And there should have been some more games within the series for Tongue of the Fat Man, but I don't think they was ever released. If they were, then I didn't hear about it when I read up. And these series games should have, probably were called Legs of the Fat Man, Ear Canal of the Fat Man, Failing Vital Organ of the Fat Man. So probably the failing vital Organ of the Fat Man was probably the last game of the series. But if they were released, then if you know about them being released, let me know in the comments, because I don't know, because I wasn't really... I had the Sega Mega Drive 1989 kind of system when I was a little kid, but didn't have the DOS or the Commodore 64 until a little bit later, so I couldn't find the game Tango and Fat Man. If I ever do find a Commodore 64 with the game of Tango and Fat Man, I'll probably get a camera and try and videotape or record the TV screen. And the final game is my favourite, and the developers of this game is actually Sentinel Software. Probably spelled it wrong, but I'll put the word here. And this game was developed and made for the consoles ZX Spectrum, Commodore 64 and Amstrad CPC, 1987, so that's kind of like 2 years before Tango and Fat Man. And this game's all about you're a unruthless child, you invade a rich folks party somewhere in England or maybe somewhere in the world. You're a little spoiled little brat, you think you can cause chaos and mischief, and this game was actually compared to the game that if you thought you was Bart Simpson of this time, you would get this game, because you can go into a Bart Simpson kind of mode. But, shh, I've not even told you the title yet, which is my bad. Was that a little bit unruffling to me, because this game's title is How to Be a Complete Bastard, which to me is not the really ideal game name to call a name. How to Be a Complete Bastard. See, for me, if it was to be a game for any PC, why only include rich people? Unless you're stealing from the rich people, you're planning on killing them. However, that's been the top 3 dumbest game titles for games developed by gaming developers for the consoles. Let me know what you think. Do you think the top 3 are the dumbest? Do you know any more of the dumbest, stupidest game titles? Comment below. Anyway guys, if you do like this video, give it a like, smash that like button, comment, and if you're not subscribed but I made you laugh or you like the content, subscribe. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that bell and click the box to be notified every time I upload a video.